Let's go back 1 week to the wastelands in Nanaimo, shall we? MX1 boys off the line. Oh, big surprise, Mike Alessi gets the whole shot first moto, then goes down second corner. Colton Pachodi takes the win, but the second moto was the prize. Alessi inside, and then a problem for Fat Yote, same corner. Alessi gets the win and the overall. To the loops we go. Welcome to round 2 of the 2014 Rockstar Energy Drink Motocross Nationals. This week from the Whispering Pines racetrack just north of Kamloops, an absolutely gorgeous facility. And this race today will be brought to you by Motovan.com. Brian Coster and Mark Travers in the booth as we settle in for a dynamic day of racing. Beautiful weather. The MX1 boys are coming out of staging in order of qualifying. Red-plated Mike Alessi was the fastest qualifier today, Brian.
Yeah, right behind him, California boy Josh Hill, new to the series in Canada. Bobby Canary, another American, comes in third fast. Then it's the lone Canadian of Tyler Medaglia.
Right, let's check on our points. After 1 of 10 rounds in the MX1 class, of course, Alessi and Fasciotti tied. They'll both be running the red plate today, so it's going to be good.
New kid on the block, Hill sitting third, tight with Mayer and Canary. Chisholm's right there with Medaglia. How about Dylan Kalin, a huge surprise this year, along with Morgan Berger and Austin Kuba.
Nice job, Fabs. Okay, MX1 boys going out on parade. Of course, top 5 going out for opening ceremonies, and then they let them all go. Great time to survey the track, see if there's any changes. Get ready to rock and roll.
You can see them coming out nice and then getting on the gas, trying to create a nice, straight, smooth rut. Because once the gate drops, all hell breaks loose.
Fabulous. MX1 Skinny, what's happening today?
Well, Travs, we got 40 spots on the gate. We got 2 motos, 25 points for a moto win. Whoever has the most points at the end of the day takes the overall.
There you go, and a beautiful look at this Whispering Pines racetrack, sand-based, flat, lot of obstacles. It's gonna get real choppy today.
Yeah, definitely. With this loose ground, it gets super rough. Not as sandy as it has been in years past. They moved the location of the track a bit. We actually got some harder dirt and some small stones out there.
MX1 boys out surveying the course as we pull back. A gorgeous look here at the loops. MX1 racing coming up. Welcome back to the Whispering Pines MX track and round 2 of the 2014 Rockstar Energy Drink Motocross Nationals. The lovely Amanda coming out with the 30 board. Paul Kingsley in his position. This first MX1 moto will be brought to you by RoyalDistributing.com. Cotton McKnight and Pepper Brooks in the booth. Take it, Pep.
Well, this is motocross, but these riders will be dodging, not balls, but they will be dodging rocks and roost after the gate drops, because it is a gnarly racetrack.
Amanda goes to 5. Absolutely gorgeous out there on the track as we look back. Alessi on the inside. Medaglia, Canary, then Hill. Oh, boy, I love this stuff, Brian. Look at the jump that Bobby K got as he storms into that left-hander.
Holy smokes, looks like that Bondi engine. Yamaha is going for that Royal Distributing whole shot.
Alessi in second place, and here comes Fat Yotes. Alessi's been checking back a lot. That's the way he races. He likes to survey the grounds, Brian.
Oh, big slide out for Fasciotti. Lost some time. Looked like he was right up in the grill of Alessi. He may get past here. No. Colton hangs on to third. Look at the acceleration. Catching right up on the 800.
Great start for the number 33. That's the Prairie Hill FXR KTM of Ryan Millar. Also, Medaglia's in there, and I thought I saw Teddy Mayer. No, that was Hill that jumped in on the inside. Here's a replay of that start again, Brian.
Yeah, on the right of our screen, Bobby has it. Alessi challenges, but look at Colton with a mitt full of throttle. Comes right in, but has to check up on the 800.
So the number 2 Rockstar Yamaha, Bobby Canary, gets that Royal Distributing whole shot, $300 in his jeans, but he's got the back pocket full of the number 800 of Mike Alessi. Alessi's super aggressive on the outside. The pivot works corner already getting choppy. Oh, Kale have nothing of it.
Bobby had the better line there coming in, but obviously Alessi is very aggressive in all white gear. That is a white Suzuki, and he is taking a peek on the outside of Canary. He wants it back.
The red-plated Alessi off the track, a little loose in some sections. The one thing I like about Alessi is he's super aggressive, Brian, especially here in the moto. Here he goes to that inside line. Little check off, and I like the way he came in and took Canary's line.
Oh, and he looked right over, and yeah, definitely just blocked the way, but Bobby has to let off the gas there, regroup, and through those big man-made rollers up until this big tabletop. Now right here, very deep ruts coming out of this corner. So the rider's struggling to find a smooth way around. Right now, they're all following the same line.
He was almost off his bike in the lead. And you see how wide that corner is, a lot of options. Here comes Yosh Hill up on Fasciati. So we got 4 fast guys early in the moto pressing for the lead.
Look at Hill carrying speed, almost takes the line away from Colton Fasciati. Man, oh man, 4 fast riders. Oh, look at this, Alessi over jumps. He's into the infield. What's he doing? He's got to get back on the racing surface.
Ryan,
why is he parked there?
He is not. He looks like he's cutting to the other side of the track and waiting for the riders to come back in. Here comes Fasciati, who got ahead of the number 2 of Bobby Canary. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the heck's going on there.
Well, Alessi had his hand up, like shrugging his shoulders. What's going on? He missed a big part of the racetrack, and according to Canadian rules, you've got to re-enter the track as safely as possible, but of course, it's all susceptible to interpretation.
Let's face it, Brian, the one thing we do know is that you can't cut the track unless you just cut the track. We'll see what happens. All right, let's get back to racing. Bobby K in second place. Colton Piccioni with some dynamite traction in some loose stuff at the high end of that berm in third place. Alessi in first place. Oh, what a cutback from Fasciati as he moves into second place. My, oh my.
Yeah, that took place a couple corners ago when he cut across all the ruts there, made his own line, set himself up perfectly. So a real good move for the experienced Colton Fasciati. And of course, Bobby Canary, no stranger to this sport. He has a lot of experience too, but a little bit outfoxed there by Colton. Whoa, and he's back on him, right by him.
Bobby K over the tabletop with a lot of English and a lot of drive. Fabulous, he won't be denied.
Bobby is on fire. This is great stuff right here at the top. Alessi out front, riding very well. Colton, right now, early stages, having a peak. Really impressed with the 175 of Josh Hill on that Kawasaki with the Thor backing. Fourth.
These 4 riders are starting to gap the field, Brian. They're definitely the 4 fastest as we've seen so far early in this 2014 season. Oh, Colton with a little knife out on that inside line. Just fell asleep there for a second, I think.
I think he was thinking ahead. He was looking kind of at Bobby where he wanted to make the move. Lost momentary concentration. Replay of Alessi. Over jumps, bounces over the berm, hard on the brakes. Right there, he should have turned around, went over the berm, and joined the track. He would have lost positions, but that's the right thing to do.
And here he had his hand held up as if to let the guys know that he was coming back on. I'm not sure exactly what the rule is in the States, but that's not the rule here. And unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with that later. So right now, Alessi in the lead, Bobby Canary in second place, Yosh Hill in third, and Fasciati, who kept his bike running from that low slide, in fourth place. Hill is putting on a huge charge. K's off the track. This place is mayhem.
Man, oh man, I saw how fast the 175 of Hill was coming up that straightaway. Bobby got on the inside, got a little bit up on the ledge. Hill squeaked around.
It seems to me sometimes when Bobby wants to run this speed that things go awry a little bit for him. Like you see him stay in a little bit of control as we go through the Rockstar lock-off.
Bobby is the king of maintaining control when all else is out of control. Now there it is. He went way up on the grass. Don't take that away from Hill though, because he come up like gangbusters with a great charge. Takes the inside line. Bobby been leaving the insides open a little bit here, trying to carry his momentum around. And that opens yourself up to a block pass.
Yeah, especially on this track where it's wide and you've got to find opposite lines of traction. But remember, the best defense is offense in some cases.
Yeah, for sure. And this is a rough racetrack. We still got quite a ways to go.
Hill is on the gas pedal.
Holy smokes, look at the ground. He's caught up on Alessi. Alessi carrying the high lines right now. He has to know Hill's there. Hill using alternate lines, staying out of that roost. Alessi looks like he's having a little fun out front, man. And it is getting rough out here.
Oh, look at this. Fasciati the outside through the motorvan corner, gets by Bobby K. Holy Max, you see that extension coming off of that tabletop for Fasciati. Gorgeous.
Looks good in that Gopher Dunes Honda with the joy leap there. What awesome action we have all around this racetrack from the number 3, the Haas man. Tyler Medallion, gotta love his on-track antics as he gets by Millar with Mayer and Chisholm in tow.
As we get back to now, what is the battle for second place? Looks like Alessi's pulling out a little bit on Hill. Fasciati in third. You know, talking about Josh Hill, he had a great qualifying session this morning, finished second. second. He loved this track. He was feeling really good. Alessi right now styling it out in the lead.
He is starting to check out Travs in real time. There comes Hill. But look at Colton, 45. He's catching right up, man. He's making moves.
It looks spectacular in that Troy Lee gear. You know, it's great for Canadian fans to be able to watch Fasciotti riding, and he's been hurt so much in the last couple of years. And the style on the inside, he is so bossy on the track. What a pass.
And
wow.
that is the section where Hill set up Canary for the pass. Fasciotti just manualing that front end on that Gopher Dunes Honda. He's so tall and lanky, and he has such command of the motorcycle.
Well, and he has so much power in what seems to be reserved whenever he wants it on that big 450 to the number 5 of Teddy Mayer, looking spectacular right now in 5th place as he comes in to get his last lap flag.
And he is on the Kawasaki Canada Monster Energy 4 backed motorcycle, the race shop based here in Kamloops. A lot of local guys on the team and a lot of local fans here pulling for that green squad.
Fabs Mayer was actually in 6th place as we move ahead. This is the battle for 4th. Oh, Badaglia, the dagger! Goes inside on Bobby K, who looks like he's trying to collect himself right now. That pass was for 4th. Badaglia's been on the pipe in this moto.
Man, oh man, he is the hoss, man. He is sponsored by Marin Bikes. He loves cycling. He's super fit. The guy is like, what an athlete. Coming into the checkered flag. Alessi in style. Great for his confidence. We're going to have to see what the ref has to say about that little cross-cutting excursion.
That's 2 moto wins in a row for the number 800 of Mike Alessi. And hello, Yilts.
Welcome back to beautiful Kamloops, British Columbia. Bobby Carey collecting his $300. We're going to the winners with Gold Nuts.
That's going to be 2 in a row for Smart Top Moto Concepts. Mike Alessi, my friend, didn't get that whole shot, so you missed out on the bucks, but you know what? You fought hard, got yourself up front nice and early, and just rode a nice, smart race, even those guys closed a little bit, but smart the whole time.
Yeah, thank you. It's, yeah, I got two moto wins in a row, so just try to keep this momentum going. I look forward to the second moto. We're going to make it some more changes between motos so we can get suspension a little better. It's still a little bouncy, so we'll work on it, but I just want to thank all the guys at Smart Top Moto Concepts.
Colton Fasciotti with a soldiering ride out there. I'll tell you what, my friend, you came in here, maybe some devils hanging around this place, but a little tip over as well, but you fought hard. Second spot, just as good as first in the first moto.
Yeah, I felt great out there. The track was kind of weird. They maybe overwatered a little bit, so it was kind of weird the first few laps, and just washed the front end out in one of the corners, and then it took me a while to get my groove. I don't know what was going on, and then I just started clicking off some fast laps and was able to make it back to second.
Good ride for Colton Fasciotti to our Yamaha leaderboard. Big news, big news. Alessi docked 5 positions, so he goes from 1st to 6th, and they're not happy about it.
Are you ready?
Lowland freestyle action featuring Hamilton's own 40 Sons on the track. Hurricane, my oh my. We're going to wiggle right back for second motos.
This is the Whispering Pines Raceway just outside of Kamloops as we see the lovely Amanda heading out onto the track. Oh my goodness, it's a bit breezy out here, fabulous, as we get ready for the second MX1 moto of the day. The lovely Rockstar Kyle sporting that board across, and this second MX1 moto will be brought to you by Max Convenience Stores. As we said, a dynamite place to get your ice-cold Rockstar MX1 pilots on the gate as we head back to the lovely Amanda. 30 board is up. Let's check the gate picks, Brian. With Alessi not getting first gate picks, let's see who's inside, and it is Tyler Medaglia.
But how about Fasciotti with first gate pick? He's about 6 over from the doghouse. So let's see how that plays out for Colton. A pretty fair starting gate here, I'd say.
Nestled on the shore of the Thompson River. Here we go, Brian. Huge straightaway. Alessi with a dynamite jump. Fasciotti in second, and Bobby Canary right now in third as they come into that left-hander. Here they come. Alessi grabs that Royal Distributing hold. Cha!
And Oh man, he is known for his starts and he's delivering big. Fasciati slips by Bobby Canary quickly in second. The 7 of Morgan Berger in that baby blue strike gear as well. Quite striking.
And he got a great jump in 4th place. Medallia sitting in 5th, so that inside gate pick worked for him. Looks like Hill's in the mix. Nice cluster, wide track, Alessi on the pipe.
Look how bumpy it is everywhere. You see the back markers kind of struggling through. Nice little whipper for Alessi as well as Fasciati. Back to business there, Bobby Canary. Hill with a great start, but look who it is. It is the Devil's Lake MX31 of Dylan Kalin. I know you like that guy from Grand Bend, Ontario.
Dylan's what motocross is all about, Brian. He's young, he's tough, he's fit, and he's racing in the top 10 right now, and I love it.
We're not even scheduled to race this year. Made the decision about a month before Nanaimo. Devil's Lake squad picked him up, and he's on a YZ450 Yamaha.
Looks like the number 7 Berger's got the back grill full of Hill as they head up over Hamburger Hill. Fabulous into that combination jump section.
Well, there's some sharp broiling going on out here on the racetrack. No doubt about it. Hill making moves. Let's see there. Yes, he gets by Berger up into 4th place of the 175. Goes low on that tabletop as everyone does to get the drive for this first double. Go around the corner. This double is actually more technical than the following one.
Let's go back to a replay of the start point. We're going on board the number 60. That's the Yamaha of Matt Davenport. 10th place in the first moto. Got a great jump, and then gets swollen up as they come into the corner. Here comes Medallia, and there's Kuba on the outside.
Man, these drift cameras are just awesome. Looks like that could be Bear poking around. He's getting sandwiched. Lots of loving in that first turn for Davenport.
To the drift doubles, we have Berger, Dillman Kalin, the number 732 of Kyle Chisholm, former champion of this country in the MX2 class. And here comes the number 3 Bulldog from Medaglia.
Medaglia with a great first moto, all business up the inside of Berger. Looks like he'll have him before long. Quite impressed with Kyle Chisholm, though, finally coming into his own and getting some decent results. He struggled in round 1.
Chisholm looking good now, and it goes Berger on the inside.
Oh, no!
Takes care of Medaglia. Wow! And then Mayer moves up.
Who was I to talk? I thought for sure Tyler was going to get him. Berger comes right back on him. Boom, down.
And Kuba and Gasson got by as well, though. So a big cluster as we get back to the number 732 of Kyle Chisholm, using the outside line through the camelbacks to get by Kalin.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Gasson. That's Kalin's teammate. He's on the 41. So another Devil's Lake MX. Now here it is. Medaglia had the pass, went up high to square down. Morgan saw the opportunity, came right in, took the wheels right out of Tyler. He's got to get moving quick, and one great thing is his bike's got electric start, so even if he stalled it, he can get up and going.
Mayer slips by Berger on the inside. I didn't think it was a dirty move from Berger necessarily, but he definitely cut in on the inside. All right, let's get back to the lead, Brian. Mike Alessi gets the whole shot. He's leading right now. Colton Fasciati in 2nd place. And at one point in time, Alessi had opened that gap up to 6 seconds. Fasciati looks like he's closing.
Yeah, he is closing a bit. Mike obviously loves this racetrack, putting his first moto problems behind him. You have to move forward in this sport. It's 10 races, 20 motos. Everyone counts for points at the end of the day.
But if you think about that docking, which was proper, that's a real mental challenge for Alessi to come back after winning that moto.
Well, these riders put so much training, dedication, sacrifice behind the scenes. We don't see what goes on. All the testing, the team, the dollars, the resources. There's so much at stake, so it's pretty normal for tempers to run high at times.
When this season started, Brian, obviously we thought Fasciati was going to be one of the go-to guys. There's no question about that. Fastest rider in Canada. Alessi comes up, though, as an ace in the hole. He's not even a wild card. We already know he's fast, for crying out loud. And here are our 2 fastest pilots in the lead, battling second moto here at Kamloops.
Well, all the pundits were saying Alessi was going to run away with it. Could Colt respond? Colt's been out 2 years. Just getting through the first moto here in Kamloops has been a challenge for him. So this is kind of a small victory for the Fasciati camp in itself.
Well, let's also have a look at this track in Kamloops. There's a lot of options out here. Obviously a fast one line around this track, but if you're following right now, you're not as concerned about roost, let's say, like you were last week in Nanaimo, but that sand can get in the goggles, can be difficult.
Yeah, there's still some small stones out here, and it can get very annoying. And the thing with the sand, it can get down in through the foam, and it's sometimes in behind the goggles. So Not as punishing and painful, nonetheless irritating.
Remember last year when Fasciotti was chasing down Metcalf in the first moto, a very similar situation where he would tighten up, gap, tighten up, looking for that opportunity. He's a real tactician.
Right now, the momentum is with Fasciotti. He's gained a whole lot of yardage, a whole lot of seconds. He's starting to challenge the 800 now. Getting late, track's rough, suspension's getting hot. Things are starting to get a little askew. Lappers out on the track. This is a race right here. Look at that Fasciotti. Oh, what a pass.
Woohoo! It looks like Alessi's end skipped out of his line there, Fabs.
Yeah, it definitely did. And Colton just sees the opportunity there and just rolled on a midful of that Honda power. Yanks the tear off now, feeling confident. He's got to feel good knowing how much ground he's caught up on Alessi. He's going for the win.
Well, here it is again, Fabs. Detail it for us.
Yeah, Alessi comes in around the lap where he's got that line. Those ruts deeper than they look. Gets on the gas, hits his back end, got in the air just enough to skip around. A little fishtail. Split second reaction from the 45.
Well, and Fasciotti was carrying so much speed through that corner and a smooth transition into his drive, so it worked for him. What a turn of events. Alessi had 9 seconds on him at one point, Fabs, as we get back to the battle for 7th place between Mayer and Natalia. These guys seem to find each other all the time on the track.
And in MX2, they're both previous MX2 champions in the country. They always seem to swap paint. And Medallion, we saw him go down early with Burgers, got the drive up the inside of Teddy Bear. Oh boy, knifes down the inside. These guys are going hard right to the end. Oh man, he just destroys that berm. What impact he took there, and what strength to hang on. He's so determined as the number 3. Wow, what an epic pass.
These guys have been battling their whole career up here. Fantastic to see them again in the MX1 class, taking care of business. Bobby K is down, fabulous. Hill gets by him. Right now, Bobby K's in 4th.
Wow, in race conditions, you're moving pretty fast there, so a big low slide. He could have rung his bell. Lost 1 position, so he's up and running. Teammate Chisholm comes right in behind him, so they're sitting now 4th, 5th.
Chisholm's having a dynamite moto. It's been quiet for him in 5th place. He was in that little cluster with Mayer and Medaglia. But looking good right now in 5th as we go to the 175 of Yosh Hill, sitting in 3rd place, and he just got his last lap flag, Brian.
A bit of a gift for Hill here in the waning stages. Bobby goes down. Bobby held court in 3rd almost the whole race on that Stu Robinson-tuned Yamaha, but now it's teammate Chisholm who's caught up all kinds of ground on Bobby.
Well, sometimes when you go down, you got to collect yourself, and that's probably where this gap has closed with Chisholm pressing right now late in the moto.
Ooh, look at the kickers there coming into the corners. Chisholm just hit, taking different lines here. Chisholm, he wants to make a name for himself in this country again, a previous MX2 East Coast champion.
In fact, I really like the way the track is set up today. At times it looked like there might have been too much water, but the way that the lines have developed, I think this track has been fantastic today.
Fasciotti has been the darling of this Kamloops crowd. They've been cheering him every lap. Colton Fasciotti beats the demons, comes back to the loops with a big W.
And Fasciotti will get the clean sweep with the Alessi docking in the first moto. Let's get to our top 10 second MX1 moto. Let's go all the way down to Medallion in 6th. Dylan Kalin comes back for 7th. Great moto for him. Gasson in 9th and Morgan Berger 10th. Fabs, take it!
Sitting with number 45, Colton Fasciotti. Colt 45, what a stellar moto. You battled hard all day. Mike Alessi, obviously a fast rider. What happened out there? You got first.
Yeah, I got my Honda got off to a great start out there. I think I was in 2nd and just tucked right in there behind Mike. He's known for his good starts, so I knew he would be up there quick. And he put a charge on those first few laps. I couldn't match it. I was just kind of struggling with the track a little bit, and then just found my groove and started making some time up on him, and yeah, made the pass, and pretty happy about it.
The 175 of Josh Hill, just a darling to this Canadian crowd, man. You earned every inch of real estate on that track today, man. You left nothing on the table.
Yeah, you know, I felt really good the first moto, had a little bit of bike problems, but that second moto, I didn't have anything for Colton Fasciotti today, man. I said the first moto I thought I was the best, and he proved me wrong that second moto, so hey, it was all right. 3rd overall, or 2nd overall with 3rd in that second moto.
Well, what a day in the loops. Let's get to our MX points after 2 of 10 rounds. Fasciotti in the lead. Hill, Alessi, Mayer, and Canary are top 5. Then we have Medaglia, Chisholm, Kalin, Berger, and Austin Kuba. Wow, top 3 on the podium for MX1. Hey, race fans, don't forget about CMRC MX on Facebook. Like us there. And MXNationals.ca, that's where you want to go to get all the details. Thanks very much for joining us. You have been watching the 2014 Rockstar Energy Drink Motocross Nationals. Brought to you by Motovan.com, Canada's source for power sports parts and accessories.
Nice job, Mark Travers. Great to see a smiling Alessi on the podium. I want to thank the Kamloops Motocross Club, Ross Thompson, Ryan Gold, and of course, Sally.